In this video, I'll show you how to use the Distribute Plant tool in OpenPoint Map. This feature lets you split plant construction units between two linear features. As an example, I'll split a line between two poles and insert a new pole. First, I need to add the new pole. This will be the point where I split the overhead line into two parts. In the Create Features panel, instead of using the default option, I'm going to use the second option to create a point at the end of a line. This will let me select one of the poles. I can then hit Tab twice on my keyboard and enter in a distance. And then when I select the wire, this will create a pole 150 feet away from the other pole. Now I'll save my edits and go to the Modify pane. The first tool that I'm going to use is the Split tool. I'll select the line, and on the left side in the Construction Unit pane, I can see that it has one construction unit with a length of 411 feet. Now using the Split tool, I'll select the point where the pole is and split the line in two. I'll save the edits, and then using the Selection tool, I can inspect each of the new line features. Here I can see the line has been split, but it still retained the length of 411 feet. If I select the other line, I can see that it doesn't have any construction units on it. I'll deselect both, and then go back to the Modify pane and use the Distribute Plant tool. First, I'll select the feature that has the construction units, and then I'll hit Continue. Then I'll select the second line. Now when I hit Continue, now I can adjust the lengths. So I'll take the second length, which was 150 feet, and it will automatically adjust the other length. Now, when I click Distribute Plant, this will distribute the plant between the two lines. I can verify that the construction units were distributed between the two lines by selecting both of them. First, I can see that this one, if I go to its construction unit, now has a length of 150, while the first line has construction units with a length of 261. An important thing to keep in mind is if you use the span attribute to override the line's length, to make sure to update that so it matches the new construction units. So I'll change 411 to 261, and I'll make sure to do this on the other line as well, changing 411 to 150. Otherwise, when you go to add new linear construction units, it'll try to use the original span length of 411 instead of what we want it to be, which is 150. One other important thing to keep in mind is to make sure that all of your GIS attributes transferred over during the split. If you have install year or any other attributes, I would make sure you go back and forth between the new line and the old line to make sure that they were adjusted. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more OpenPoint Map videos.